Hi guys, welcome back. So today in this tutorial, we're going to learn how to edit and customize the Golden Days gallery page. So once again, just make sure you're on the desktop only view. This just allows you to see everything you're working with. And then on the left hand side, just make sure you're on the correct page to edit. And then you want to head up to the page tab, and then you've got your canvases here. So we'll start with the header canvas. Okay, so essentially the header canvas is the site canvas that's here with the navigation bar. And any changes within your header will change and reflect through all the other pages that have the same one. In your categories, this also has the images. So the categories aren't just these three, they also have the text, the gallery, the bio for the gallery, the text, the images, and the rectangle box. So as you can see, there are categories here. You've got weddings, families, and couples. You can easily change these text boxes by clicking on them and then changing it to, if you want the last one to be families, you can change that to families instead. And then make this whatever you want to make it. Honestly, you can change it to whatever you like. But just note that anything you change within those canvases, you also have to change in your categories as well. So how they're linked is if you click on one of them and then refer to the right hand side, under the click actions tab, you'll find the links. So with weddings, the category is linked to the canvas and the canvas is called weddings. So if you go onto the left hand side, you'll find you've got all of your canvases here, and then you've got the wedding canvas. So what it does is this little text box links to this canvas here. And the beauty of canvases is that you can separate them. So that's how you can separate them into categories. Another thing is if you want to change the images, double click on them and your media library will pop up, so you can change it to any photo that you like. And you can easily change the text there as well. If you do want to add a couple more lines of text, just drag that down and add in more text if need be. And if you find that the text is getting a bit too long for the canvas, you've got your canvas sizing here. So if you drag that down a little bit, that extends that canvas and it allows you to write a little bit more. You can also change the colored background rectangle boxes. So if you click on that, head onto the right hand side, you've got shape, style, and then you can change the color within there. So that's pretty much the same. These categories are the same style from the first one. So this one here is the exact same style that's here and that is here. So you can easily change it. You don't have to have it the exact same, but it's just a guide to keep it cohesive. One thing I will mention is that if you wanted to add in a couple more categories, or if you just wanted one, you can either delete these two and only have the one there, or you can add more by just hovering over. Say you want to add two more, hover over those two. You want to Command C for copy, and then Command V on your keyboard will paste. So what it does, it pastes exactly on top of what you've copied. So by clicking Shift and pulling down, you'll then pull down those two titles, those two headings. And then if you find that the spacing's a little out of whack, so as you can see, you've got a bit more space in here between families and couples than you have between couples and families. So to do that, you want to highlight all of that, and then you'll find the alignment section. So this aligns all the elements together within the canvas, within groups, matching the sizing of the elements or distributing. So with this, we want to distribute the sizing between each of those text boxes. So if you click onto this one, I believe, or backspace Command Z, yeah, it's definitely the first one. So what you want to do is just hover over the titles to begin with, not the lines, because it gets a bit whack if you click on the lines. Distribute, and now you'll see that each spacing is distributed evenly, just like that. And then if you want to do that the same with the lines and hover over the lines, distribute that. And bam, they're all aligned perfectly. All right, now moving on to the gallery under the Site tab. So at the moment we're in Gallery for video tutorial, but we want to learn how to modify the individual albums. So if you head onto the left-hand side, you'll find all your albums here. So these are just the couple names or the family names or the wedding names. So quickly I'll duplicate this one just so I modify a video version. Alrighty, now where this takes us is in the couple single page. So as you can see, you've got your header, you've got your hero image, which includes this image here, you've got the rectangle box, you've got some text where the couples are from, and then a little bit about them. So you can easily change that. You can make the text half the size if you don't want to add too much about the couple, and then simply change the image by double clicking. And then if you scroll down, this is where the fun begins. You've got all these photos you can feature, and as you can see, there's a fair bit of photos as well. There is a really good way to add all these photos. You don't have to add them in one by one, because I know that most weddings or most events will have multiple photos that you want to upload in one go. So the way to do this is, if you click on this, you'll find on the right hand side, you've got your gallery images. So in that, you've got manage images in the blue box. Click on that and it will take you to the media library. In this little tab here, you'll find the gallery images section. If you click on the arrow that's there, you can move around the images within the gallery just by dragging and dropping. It's really simple. And then if you want to remove a couple of those photos as well, just click on 1, 2, or 3 and just delete by clicking on the red button. Save that. And now you've moved around some photos and you've deleted some as well. In gallery settings, this is where you can modify like the columns. So if you do want maybe 4 columns, just so they're not single like shown, then you type in, say you want to pop 4 in, type in 4, enter, and then if the internet decides to load, there we go. You've got now 4 columns, and then you can easily pull that out and make it bigger, full screen, and showcase the photos like that. Another thing you can do as well is padding. So if you do want a bit more space around the photo and the border, simply add the number value a little bit higher. So if you go to 50, then you can see that you got a lot more space in there. And if you want it more closer together, so if you want it like, let's say we do 10, then it's a little bit closer and it's quite cleaner as well like that. So that's the gallery and how to put all the images in there. Pretty much sums up the gallery page. If you need more information, please head to our template guides where we've linked short tutorials and more detailed tutorials in there. Thanks guys.